Chimer is a distant planet populated by waves of flora and fauna teleported from Earth. The region around the portal, which is where harvested organisms are replicated in their best possible ecosystem, is called the known world by the peoples who live there. The known world is made up of 2 continents and a massive island called Picardia, with a vast, shallow sea at its center. It is defined by many islands, over 1,000 in the known world alone. Although Picardia is technically an island, it is of such size and uniqueness in its fauna that I will not be covering it in much detail. Today we will focus on the many small islands, generally distinguishing between those in the warmer north and colder south. As one might expect, the largest animals of these islands are the ones that can travel between. A species of titanosaur sauropod, called the wawakoku by the Picardian, grows to around the size of an elephant. They are proficient and buoyant swimmers, aided by a sculling tail, swimming to an island to the south, feeding on all the desirable vegetation, then leaving eggs behind and moving on to the next. Other large herbivores that hop between islands include the cervids like moose and parksosaurs like the roquille. To the north, the largest island herbivores are a bipedal notosuchian called the odaga and a giant sloth called the sakur. In fact, semi-aquatic sloths are so diverse and successful in the inland sea that in many languages it is called the sloth sea. The top predators are also often animals that can easily swim between islands, following these large prey animals. 2 species of Megaraptoran, the rhino-sized alar and the titanic Kurujaku, are often top predators in and around island ecosystems. In the north, a giant monitor lizard called the moduru are the most common large predator of the islands. To the south of the known world, semi-aquatic abelisaurids like the Weochatuca are more common in this role. There are also semi-aquatic hyenodonts like the mud bear and water panther that comfortably swim between islands. Wolves and lions are among the mammalian resident predators of the southern islands. Lions grew smaller to adapt to an island ecosystem, while wolves retained their former size by leaning into strict herbivory during the wet season, only becoming predatory once the berries, fungi, and preferred fruits are gone. With cetacean, Megaraptoran, and mosasaur predators in the water, but a verdant haven on the other side, hopping between islands can be a high-risk, high-reward lifestyle. Although animals can grow quite large and successful by island hopping, many make islands a permanent residence. There are many examples of island dwarfism, such as tiny elephants on the southern islands, and island gigantism, such as enormous tortoises and monitor lizards. Rodents of conventional and titanic sizes can be found in diversity and abundance. Flight serves as a similar yet more efficient alternative to swimming between islands. Teratorns, gulls, petrels, eagles, and Astarchid pterosaurs are among those that make islands their home. Islands often serve as ideal nesting grounds for birds. Many will gather in the thousands or millions on tall cliff-faced islands to nest. Although some predators can and do exploit this, mostly other birds, these havens are well worth the cost. Sometimes the islands are so perfect that these birds lose their ability to fly. Ground-bound birds come from a range of clades throughout the known world. The pattern of island-hopping giants coming to a region, depleting its resources, then moving on to the next, leaving it to recuperate, means that resident animals go through a dramatic cycle of plenty and desolation. Predators do best when they can endure long periods without food, so ectothermic predators are at an advantage. Localized extinction of resident fauna is not uncommon. When the island recovers, new residents from neighboring islands are quick to populate, and the cycle resumes. Storms can have a similarly devastating impact as the megafauna. Tropical storms from the northeast, sometimes turning entire island chains into a clean slate. All this destruction, however, brings new life. As the megafauna feed, they clear space for fresh flora and their dung fertilizes the soil. Storms may clear an island, but this spreads seeds and often revitalizes the island with minerals and compost from detritus. at times competitive, desolate, and volatile, while at others tranquil and verdant. Islands perhaps best exemplify the dramatic ebb and flow of life in the known world of Kaimere, where little is stable but life still thrives in abundance.